Got the podcast set up in the shop. If you're a patron, you just listened to the first podcast from in the shop. I just did record another one, Jimmy Oaks. So if you're a patron, stay tuned for that. But if you're a patron, you know what I'm about to say, so you can skip to the video. If you're not a patron, I'm going to explain this as quickly as I can. We have two new things on the website. This is for people who don't want to buy merch or people who do want to buy merch. It's actually beneficial for both. The first thing, monthly, we'll call it VIP membership here so you can understand. $30 a month, $1 a day, gets you 3x entries for that $30. Every entry is $5, so you would get 6 entries. Multiply that by 3, you have 18 entries. You don't have to buy any merch. If you do buy merch, it's 3x on that as well. So if you spend another $30 on merch, you will get 36 entries. The kicker, free shipping. So for $30, you get free shipping. If shipping's $20, you pay an extra $10 and you get all those extra benefits. One thing you need to know, shipping never counts as entries. The dollars you spend on shipping doesn't count as entries. So us giving it away for free for VIP means your money goes further. A $20 shipping fee would not get you entries, but a $30 VIP membership with free shipping gets you another $30 worth of entries. The second thing is the yearly subscription. This is $300 a year instead of $360, so it's a 20% savings. That comes with 5x entries monthly. So every month you will get 5x entries for the 30. You'll basically get 2 months for free. Free shipping, and any merch you buy is also 5x. With that being said, you're sleeping if you don't sign up for the VIP membership. One other thing you need to know is I'm contractually obligated to do 12 giveaways over the course of the next year. I already have 5 of the 12 cars in my possession. Some of them you've seen, some of them you haven't. But I think this is gonna be the best scenario for the people who don't want merch, people who don't like paying shipping, and people who want entries for every dollar they spend. It's also better because the multipliers are going to multiply every dollar you spend. And if we do a multiplier for the general public, like we maybe did last night in the live stream, that is also a multiplier. So not multiplier, it's an additional multiplier. Meaning if we did 10x last night and you're a monthly for 3x, you get 13x. Unfortunately, not 30x. With all that being said, don't sleep on the VIP membership. Obviously, the yearly is the best case scenario, the best discount. But if you want to try it for a month, do the monthly. Save yourself some shipping, get your multiplier, and good luck to all of you. Don't sleep, boys. Let's get on with the video. This car is beautiful. It's a late one at the shop, boys, but I've got a very special car that just got dropped off to me. Shout out Paul for selling this thing to me. This car popped up on Facebook Marketplace last night, and I was like, I had to hit him up and see what it was all about. He did a couple things that I don't agree with, but I get it. You get a clean car like this, you want to modify it. I don't know what I'm gonna do with the car yet, but I had to have it. So what's behind the camera is, it's unheard of. It's like the EK. It's like the Medora EK, but in my opinion, better. This is a 69,000 original mile 240SX Zenki SE 5-speed. This car, when I say it's immaculate, it is immaculate. Needs a detail. This was the header shield. So if that tells you anything about the car, you know it's clean. He did some coilovers, BCs. He did some ISR shit, but he did an HKS catback, which is kind of cool. He drove it all the way here from Hartford, so it's a little covered in bugs. All original paint, has the original lip. I mean, this thing is so fucking good. The only annoying thing is it's probably a little drony with that exhaust because it has no cat, no resonator. It's like, it's just kind of chotch parts. But how many times can you say you've owned, I mean, listen to this. Strikers are good. The door still feels heavy. Look at this, 2 keys. Now you're gonna hear how noisy it is with this fucking exhaust. Oh, uh-oh, I'm an idiot, I forgot to push the clutch in. Look at that. We've got 69,437 on the clock. Ruined. Luckily for everyone, I have S15 exhaust, stock and minty, that we could put back on this car. And I don't think anyone would be the wiser. Needs an alignment, I can see that. This thing is sick. This thing is very, very sick. I'm unsure what I'm gonna do with it, but let me show you the engine bay. He put an intake on it, put a radiator in it. He put just some bullshit that we can easily change. Maybe we'll put a coil in it. I've got the factory air box and stuff I'd probably put back into it. Plug wires are fine. Get some factory hoses because I can't do the blue. Get rid of whatever that is and get rid of that Stratera bar. But goddamn, boys, I mean, look at this. You just don't see this. Look at that. Put in the comments what you think of this thing. This is grandma spec, holy grail shit. 10 years ago, this would have been whatever. Today, this thing's gnarly. And I'm not gonna tell you what I paid for it, but I paid more than any other Zenki 240 in this condition, or without being modified, has ever sold for. I would guesstimate. Anyway, it's late, I gotta go home. I gotta go to sleep, but we'll get back to this tomorrow. I want you to stop and decide right now what I should do to this car. I have a full S15 spec R swap. I have RBs. I have CD009s. I've got all types of shit. Or do I just not do anything with it because it's so original? Bring it back to factory, put an S15 exhaust on it, get rid of the intake and the plug wires and the Tomei oil cap, the header, jet hot coat the factory one, get a coil and just call this thing, call it a day. Ugh, I can't even speak. I'm just admiring. Look at this hood mat, dude. The hood mat is mint. Put in the comments. That was a voice crack. That means I gotta go to bed. I'm going home. I'll be back. We'll get into this tomorrow.
Keep these HKS nice and clean.
All right, so what you just saw, I hope, if Mike filmed it right, was the header being removed and the stock one going back in. This thing's trash. This didn't work. Luckily found Rudnick's downpipe, put it on the car. We have the factory header on. Oh, I didn't even know you got the spark plug wires. Factory plug wires, we need to put the shield on, and then this thing should be quiet again, right?
Yeah.
Except for that one hole. What? So I'm stoked. I love the HKS exhaust, but with that header and long tubeness and bullshit and the ISR cat, it sounded like shit, which I'm sure you heard already. Anyway, here it is. It's going up on the wall. It'll be used for something someday maybe, and not today. Oh, here's the stock exhaust. This is off an S15 Spec S. It's in mint condition. Gotta polish the tips up a little bit, but this should be exactly like what came off the car. Exhaust is on. Now we get to hear it. We get to hear this thing rumble. Ready? Going from that loud ISR bullshit. That's all intake. Okay, so now the car goes to stage 2 of the restoration process that we're doing. So now the car is sound stock. We need to change the intake. We're gonna put a coil in it. We're gonna powder coat the coil. We got a couple of little mods to do under the hood, but at least that heinous exhaust is off. If anyone's interested in ISR header for a KA, hit me up. I'll sell it fucking cheap. But I'm gonna end the video there because the next video, Aaron from Attention to Detail is gonna go through this whole thing and get rid of the bird shit and the compound that's built up and all that. He's gonna buff this car and he's gonna make it look as close to brand new as he can, even though the thing is 27 years old or something. So if you haven't entered for your chance to win the S14, links in the description. This is only live for 2 weeks.